Okay, Indians came to this area. Some people think there were, well, I mean, it can be proven that there were Celts, which are basically from the Scandinavian region, like London, Sweden, Norway, and that area, and they came here on Viking ships, and Vikings also came here, but they left markings, which were different characters, and we know that they came here, and that was, we're not quite sure how long ago they came here, but other Indians could have traveled from other places via boat or canoe or sailboat. We're only finding evidence that lasts. If the evidence doesn't last, we don't know that they did it. So, but right now I am on a big mound that the Indians built. This is one of the main mounds, and the higher the mound, the more important it was, as they thought the closer to their gods, if you will, back in that day. There are two mounds that are here, one that I'm standing on and one that's over there in the woods, but there are supposedly 6 or 7 mounds in this area, and obviously you can't really tell because there's a whole lot of vegetation. But they came here and they farmed and lived. So just imagine coming here and living in, but you can see this is their village, and yeah, and they built this area. This was after the time of the migrations, and but yeah, well, these mounds probably have a whole lot of different things in them, from bones to different things, but we're just taking a look into our past. These are just a few panels, and this is talking about the pottery that was here. But they have found all kinds of pottery in these big mounds, which are right over there. That's a big, probably religious mound, and behind me is another one. But you can see that this talks about trade and how the trade went north, and they found evidence of this. But they farmed here and did their thing here. This is a great area for farming. Very wet, very lush. But they met the Spanish, or an Indian group that were descendants of these people, met the Spanish. But Indians have been here for a very long time, and the only way we know what has happened in the past is because of what they leave. The artifacts such as bones and rocks. There's things that I'm sure have decayed over time, so we don't know beyond a certain amount of time and what we have found. But all we can do is look and kind of make assumptions and see what happens. But just imagine that this area was not like this back then, much different than now. There were things roaming around back several thousand years ago, such as bison, or a form of bison, buffalo, camel, giant tortoise, potentially a sloth. But just imagine this area several thousand years ago. It would be cool to time travel back to that point, but we can't do that. So, but yeah, it's great to get out and see what's under us, and you never know what's under our feet. A lot of things have disappeared because of the rapid decay rate of this area, and yeah.